Hey everybody, it's Elena. I want to share with you a prophetic dream and the following wisdom that the Lord gave me back in May. I feel like it's time. I was praying about whether I should share this or not, and today I just felt the go in my spirit to go ahead and do it. So I'm going to show you the screenshots of what I wrote down and some other evidence because other people have had dreams about something coming that was worse than what we've just experienced. But I want to share in very specific details. And then I'll also try, if my children allow me to, take some pictures and show you how I've been preparing my stockpile. Okay, so I'm going to start here. These are the notes that I took from a dream that I had on May 2nd, 2020 at 11:40 p.m. That was the time I woke up, and I woke up, just startled at what I had seen. So in the dream, I saw a person cooking rice, and they cooked it four different ways, almost like a cooking show. And I'm sorry for the noise in the background. They're doing construction on the house next door. But I heard the Lord very clearly say, buy rice each time the person served up the dish. And it was like the people who were eating it were so tired of eating rice, but they were really glad that they had something to eat. And when I woke up, the Lord was like, you need to buy rice for each person in your home. So 20 to 25 pound bag. I have four people in my home. One is, a little one. She doesn't eat much. But I have about 75 pounds plus of rice already. That when this thing hits, it's going to be unsafe for us to go out. It's going to be suddenly. And if you were to drive out to the gas station or to Target or something, you would see utter chaos and wish you had not left the home. This thing is going to be caused by bad deals and manipulation by the powers that be, the hidden hand. You must have storage for your food. And if you are in a location where you may not have a whole lot of space to store food, you might want to buy some storage close by so that you can have a stockpile of what you need in a way that you can easily access it. I see people giving out rice in small plastic baggies, and the Lord very clearly said to me at this time, do not buy rice from China. So when you're going to the store to look for rice, check the back of the bag. Make sure you're not buying rice from China. And also, he said to me that we had 6 months to prepare. So again, this was back in May. 6 months from May would be November. And that's not to say anything will happen in November, but it would be the time to prepare. I will show you the next part. It's like food processing plants will be contaminated, but then some shortages will be made up. Okay. It'll be a test of the market to see what people will do in times of crisis. I saw that it would be very ugly, that you need to do everything in your power to have a pantry full enough where you don't have to go out when this thing suddenly hits. Okay. I'm going to take the screenshot of the next section because there's more to go. Okay, the Lord said to consider safely storing gasoline for your vehicles. So make sure, each pay period you're filling up your tank, but also look at buying gasoline cans for, like Amazon sells them, and then whatever liquid stabilizer you need. So next month, I think that's going to be one of my projects in August to fill that up. If you haven't already started a garden, container gardens, partnerships with those in your community, find out who's growing food that you can do some kind of bartering with. Maybe you bake, they have, vegetables, fruit, whatever. But definitely do that. I'll show you what we've started. Again, it'll be the result of some bad deals and some manipulation. And I'm hearing in particular China. So check your food. If you got, don't buy anything that was made or processed in China. Just pay a little bit more for what you have. Don't buy that. If you have space enough to store food and you're called to be a storehouse for the poor, consider renting a storage unit, stocking it up. Food banks will run out or not be able to serve people because of the chaos. We will need divine strategy and angelic assistance to avoid theft and manipulation of our goods. So thinking about if the Lord is going to use you to distribute food, then making sure that you're not revealing the amount of stuff that you have or where you have it stored so people don't go in and steal what you have. If the Lord is moving you, if you are transitioning from one place to another, and I do believe that he's moving a lot of his people. We actually moved into our house 2 days after the lockdown started. So God is faithful to have given me a place where I would have some land. I would have plenty of space for storage and, all that good stuff. But yeah, look for places with land. And if you're a ministry again, or if, the Lord is using you in this way, consider making care packages. You can start packaging them now to sell or give away. There's nothing wrong with selling. Don't be a part of the price gouging, but there's nothing wrong with, doing business during this time. If you're able to generate some kind of income now, where you can take that money to build your pantry and storehouse directly. So a lot of the things that if you want to make sure that you have enough for yourself, that's important first. And then to give out, if you have some kind of, $100 coming in extra a month, then maybe you'll buy some mini bars of soap, mini deodorants, and you'll start storing those things so that you can give them out at that time as like a care kit. Next part, there's a lot to this. Okay, next point, get you a gun, get your baseball bat, mace, bow and arrow, get something. I'm not sure what I'm going to get yet, but I need to get something as well. Jesus told Peter to get his sword. Don't be one of those lily-livered, lame, scaredy Christians. Be prepared to protect what you have. I heard somebody say, I can't remember who it was, but if you can't protect it, then you don't really own it. Selah. After I woke up from my dream, I saw this post on YouTube from Dr. Alexis. She said that she had a dream, I guess the night before, but she had just posted it 3 hours before I saw the post, which would have been, I'm having a dream and she's posting this. But they were on an exit driving. I can't follow all this. After a storm in Houston, they got off at the USDA exit, and there was a lot of talk about people switching jobs, which definitely connects to the manipulation and underhandedness that will go along with the food shortage crisis that is coming and is being planned. A woman comments that she had a dream that a man was in her kitchen and told her she did not have enough food for what's about to take place, and he told her to stock up. I replied that I had just moved a month before. We almost had no food. And so I've been stocking up slowly. And she encourages me to keep going, that she's also going to buy some rice. And then another woman comments, the Lord woke her up and said rice trade, and she didn't exactly know what it meant at the time. Yep, get your rice. I'm just going to put this pretty little picture up here while I talk, and before I show you what I have. There have been other dreams. I know you guys probably saw the video with, I believe the man's name is Pastor Dana Carverson or something. He's wearing a red t-shirt, and he's sharing the dreams that he had from the Lord, which I believe are multiple layers of things, like September being a resurgence of COVID. And the Lord spoke that to me back in March, that September we were going to see an increase again. And then in November, something else was going to happen. And this dream that I had also aligns with November. And a lot of people are giving him backlash, and a lot of really powerful people. And they're saying, oh, it's fear driven and he watches the news and blah, blah, blah. Well, I don't watch the news at all, ever. As a matter of fact, if I hear it, I turn it off. So the thing that bothers me is that the Lord is warning us, and so many people are having dreams. Yes, pray. Yes, intercede, but judgment is coming. And he's telling us to prepare. So while you are praying, you also need to be preparing. And this is what he spoke to me today. The same issues that I saw in my community as a result of COVID will be the issues that we have coming up, but more pronounced. So for example, if you had a lot of people get COVID, there are going to be way more people that are going to get COVID coming up again, and lots of deaths. We saw a tremendous food shortage where I live. I could not find toilet paper for weeks, but fortunately that was something I had stocked up on. So that was practice. Prepare yourself. Get the food that you know you could not find before. Also keeping in mind the season changes. Get the toilet paper. Cleaning supplies have been a major shortage for me. And then the things where you didn't really see an issue most likely will not be an issue, but you have to be prayerful. So I didn't have any issues with power, any issues with water. I have seen people work on my power lines. As a matter of fact, somebody came by yesterday to do it. So be very prayerful about how to prepare where you live, keeping in mind that the seasons will change, the temperatures will drop. Do you need to have space heaters? Do you need to have more blankets? All those kinds of things to prepare for what's coming. The Lord has all the intel. He will not withhold any information from you. You have to seek him. You have to obey the instructions that he gives. So where I live, I'm less than an hour from DC. So I believe that I'm probably going to see more of it than somebody who maybe lives in the middle of the country. But I don't believe that my water will be affected. He has not shown me to be concerned about water or electricity. So those aren't really things that I'm worried about because I have a peace that those things will be maintained during these times. Thanks for watching. I'm going to do another part where I show you the steps that I've taken to obey the instructions that I've already shared with you. So stay tuned. Make sure you like and comment and subscribe. And if you have any additional pointers and tips, because I'm learning here, just leave them for me in the comments below. I appreciate it. So take care of your spirit, take care of your soul, take care of your body. God bless.